Yo, yo,
Hey,
what's up, Velencia?
what is up? How are you?
How you doing out there?
Um, I'm alive. I
Maintain.
still got a job. I don't have corona, so I'm at like a 9 out of 10. I got a little fever, so honestly. It's getting a little old. Like I'm a homebody. I like being at home. But I just feel like it's like it hit a little different when they're forcing you to stay, you know?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I'm glad to have you on the show today.
Of course.
Just typing in the comments real quick. Man, y'all gotta understand we got some amazing talent, personality on the line right now. I was talking to Marissa. I told her I guess it's been 2, 3 years. I don't know how long it's been since we first met and started working together.
Yeah. I think it was at we was in Atlanta for the
Was
I,
it War Games?
I think it was War Games. That was
Yeah.
what, like 2 years ago?
Was that?
Like 2 years ago? No, maybe three.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But without further ado, we got Valencia pass the ball. Valencia on the line. Um, she's so personable. Talks to everybody. Know all the players. Know all the coaches. And also do a little mixing and matching herself. Get
Mhm.
down with the photos. Get down with the editing, the promos, the branding is key for her.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Still in.
so we gonna talk about that today, the branding side of things,
Yeah.
because we had sports photographers on here, we had sports reporting on here, we talked
Mhm.
to coaches, we talked to
Mhm.
your partner on the other side of it, and she
Mhm.
talked more on organizing and directing
Mhm.
the tournaments and stuff. But the branding is a key element that a lot of people don't know about, and through the social media era, that's how you all been able to maintain your identity and even blow up even more. It's through
Right.
that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
talk to people about that.
We started with like 2,000 followers, like a few years ago, and he only this from the East Coast was like our first viral video.
Yeah.
Um, and after that video popped off, I was kind of like, oh wow, like so we create like some dope video, people get a hold of it and it goes viral, and then that's like it's that easy.
Yeah.
Um, and so like that's when I really started to really appreciate social media for what it was, for what it do, because it can take an underdog to a top player like instantly. And I saw value in that very quickly. It's become like the new way of reporting, the new way that people are through social media. So yeah, I recognized that really early on in the game, and saw that there was a need for it. Um, and so that's how I got into the social of basketball.
Okay. Excuse me. I was just moving my lighter. Paper brown, big paper bag tester. But now, so you guys put a video out there. You started doing your thing. You started seeing it. It took off. It got viral. Now you're at a point where you all like the mixtape queens, if you will,
Mhm.
for girls basketball. It's like you want to get a dope mix. You want to get discovered, or they got somebody up and coming and hot. Shoot, pass the ball. Y'all breaking them, number one, and y'all keeping up with the ones as they transition
Mhm.
from high school to college to pros.
Right, exactly.
How's that been?
It's that's my favorite part, right? Of like meeting these hoopers when they're at a really young age, and then seeing like their growth and seeing their success. Like that is like the one of the biggest payoffs when it comes to like doing this. We're so small that it's either me or Marissa that's in contact with these players that's like forming these relationships. So it's like everything is very genuine, and everything is like very like personal and very like it's not like a touch and go. Like these are relationships that are birthed. Keep those as they begin to grow and as they go into other stages of life. And so That's like one of the big of being on basketball and being with basketball. Seeing these girls go from like the underdogs to the scholarship to them make the league and to run over like that is big joy out of all of it.
Okay. Hey, your phone is clipping a little bit. I don't know if you could turn your volume down a little bit, but it's kind of like clipping as you talk a little bit down. Look out, man. That's my son. Little TJ.
You said turn the volume down?
Yeah, I hear you, but it's like it clips a little bit when you speak.
Okay.
Say hey, man.
Hey. How does that sound?
That sounds better. That sounds much better.
Cool. Cool.
So yeah, the best part about what you do is, you know, the relationships that you build with the players and different things like that, and get to see the transition and the progress that they make. Tell us a little bit about the branding style. What's the best thing about that? How you've learned and become more of an expert in branding past the ball?
Well, I think that it all just starts with like what we want to see out of it, like what are our missions, what are our goals, what are our values. And the part where it shows up the most is when we have our events, right? So it's always, okay, so what event do we want to have and what do we want to accomplish with this? And a lot of it goes back to, what do the girls need right now? Do they need another All-Star game? Do they need more exposure to camps? Are there a lot of unsigned seniors out there? What is the need on the market right now? And I feel like as long as we keep putting the girls first, that's going to like we're always gonna win. Because that's the point of basketball, right? Is like serving that underserved community of girls basketball that doesn't get a lot of clicks, it doesn't get a lot of play, it doesn't get a lot of attention. I feel like as long as we put that at the forefront of everything that we do, then we'll be fine. And then as far as like just, I feel like we're so small and we don't have anyone to answer to. We can do whatever we want. If that's going into merch and just doing PTV merch, or if that's going with, okay, let's come out with a new series, or let's dip our feet into some kind of like beauty or something like that. I feel like it's very easy to maneuver down those avenues because we're such a small brand.
But at the same time, you being a small brand and you having that autonomy that you speak of, mm-hmm. it makes you, you know, I won't say a small fish in a big pond, but you're a big fish when you look at how you dealing with on the girl side, because mm-hmm. y'all very influential. Like, a lot of people rock with y'all. A lot of people look for y'all series and different things that you release. And mm-hmm. y'all also rank kids and different things like that too. And with the tournaments, y'all have a big show. And so, you know, the point I'm trying to make is that is the influence that you've gained and that you've garnered, mm-hmm. you're using that for a greater good, because like you said, you're not always pushing the top kids, but there's other kids that don't necessarily get the looks.
Yeah, exactly. Zaya, she came at me the other day and she was like, "Oh, basketball, like y'all don't rock with me no more. Y'all don't be posting me no more." And I'm like, "Girl, like you got all the juice. You done been viral 10, 15 times last year. Like you don't, like our job is done. Like you good. Like you got your scholarship. You went viral. You was, you know, at all the All-American games. Like you're fine. Like you're good." What we're trying to do is we're gonna go find those underdogs that don't nobody know about. Like that is where we step in, and that's why we're always in the gym, always trying to find like, who is this girl over there that don't nobody know about? Ain't nobody talking about her. She ain't got no offers, you know. And that's like where that need is at. And it's like it's so good to have like the overtimes and the Ballers Like WBB and the She Got Games, because like they're going to forever report, you know, on good basketball. They're going to always like highlight Paige, Zaya Cooks, Angel Reese. Like they're always going to like tap into them and put them out there. And that's great. But we got to like find like who's next for them. Like we got to find who's the next star, or necessarily like the next girl that doesn't get that love. And so, you know, yeah. So that's, again, like that's just all part of like the influence of everything. It's just like, cool, like y'all got a little juice, y'all got a little steam behind y'all, cool, y'all pick it up and y'all run with it. Now we, you know, then process repeats itself.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love that. We do a bit of that here at Truvon, and I love that part too. Because like you said, a lot of the underdogs don't get the look, they don't get the love, and I know the parents
Right.
really appreciate that. The programs really show y'all love. Let me ask you, what love you get the most? East Coast, West Coast?
Probably the East Coast.
East Coast.
West Coast is a little tricky, and even when I go out there, when Marissa's out, Marissa lives out there, so you know she knows it the best. But when I go out there, like, you know, I find it harder to build bonds with the girls on the West Coast. And I don't know if that's because I see them less, or if basketball just isn't as popular as it is on the East Coast or even in the South. So I would definitely say East Coast. A lot of my little sisters is all up in the DMV, and then of course, you know, my Texas girls. Shout out to all my high school seniors though, because I know they got snug for, like, you know, some of them didn't make it to the didn't get to play their playoff games. They're not doing prom, they're not doing graduation. So I do want to dedicate this live video to all my high school seniors that didn't necessarily get to live out their senior years to the full potential. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, shout out to all the seniors, man. That missed all the All-Star games and everything that they had to showcase their skills and their talent, man. We losing out. I know they losing out. They don't get a chance to do that. So yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to them and dedicate this to them as well. And also your Midwest group. I know y'all definitely growing and big in the Midwest. Get a lot of love there from Texas all the way up to Indiana and all that kind of stuff. So y'all make a lot of moves there. What's some advice you would give people that want to get started and, you know, kind of branding and doing their thing? What kind of advice would you give them to kind of just start out?
Live in the gym. Stay in the gym, live in the gym. My good friend, she's a photographer out in Dallas. It's by Britt. She just like came in the game and just like, you know, came in crushing it and was just very consistent. And she was at every boys game, every girls game, every tournament. She was even showing up to people's practices, getting photos, getting, you know, just building and fostering those relationships with those players. And so it was like, that's how you're supposed to do it. That's exactly how you do it. You got to put in the work to get the experience to build these bonds, because you know especially on the boys side, they probably get a bunch of inquiries like, let me shoot, like I want to shoot with you, or like blah blah blah. And it's just like, when they see you in the gym, you know, day after day, time after time, they're going to be a little bit more giving to like, okay, cool, like we can shoot, like, yeah, you can come to my, you know, my closed practice, like of course you can come shoot. And so that's my advice, like stay in the gym. Like there was a point in time when me and Marissa was during the Super 60 era of last year or the year before last year, and it was just disgusting how much we was in the gym. It was just unhealthy at this point. Like we left Texas, went to Cali for a day, was in the gym, rushed back home to pack our bags to catch a red out of Chicago, landed at 6, got to the gym at 9, like just in the gym, just working. But it's just kind of like, if you want to be successful, if you want to build these relationships, if you want to be hot in the game, like this is what you have to do. Got to build these bonds. You got to put the work in.
Constantly. I mean, y'all stay in the gym.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's disgusting. It's almost unhealthy at some point. But yeah, but the gym is a great place. I love the gym. I've met so many good friends there, and just built some great bonds with players, and met my OG Mo in the gym. You know, like it's just, the gym is just such a good vibe, and you know, you grow to have a hate-love relationship with it, because it's like another gym, like another tournament, another weekend, you know, another leaving the hotel at 8 a.m., getting home at 10 p.m. But it's just like, you get to see all your people, you get to see all your little sisters. I get to see all my OGs, all my friends, you know, all the other videographers that are doing their thing too. And so it's just like, you know, like it's a love-hate relationship, but at the end of the day, like it has built a community that I don't have in any other industry. Even I've been in the marketing business for like the last 4 years, and it's like nothing is like a basketball community, nothing. And that connects so many people from so many corners of the country.
Yes.
it's just so great to have. So it's just like, yeah, stay in the gym. Stay in the gym, put your work in, pay your dues, you'll come out on top. For sure.
That's what's up. Shout out once again. We got Pass the Ball Vel on here on live lessons, and she throwing it up. She doing that thing. Great personality. Always showed me love when I met them back years ago. Her and Marissa, great partnership. We got a question for you real quick, Vel. It says, this is from dmoney.22. What's the best way to reach out? What's the best way to reach out to a college coming from a small town?
Film. Get your film, make a highlight, make a mixtape, reach out to somebody that know how to do it. Get your film and send it out. I was talking to some of my girls from Chicago on Friday, and they were just kind of like, well, what do we do like during quarantine? Like, how am I supposed to like stay relevant? I'm like, reach back, get your film from last season or a couple seasons ago, get you some, some workout tapes as well. Some workout filming that you've been working on, and create a film, a highlight tape, or reach out to somebody that does. Send it to these coaches, like DM them on Twitter, like do what you need to do to make a name for yourself and to market yourself. Just keep yourself relevant and just stay in these coaches' faces. These coaches be on Twitter more than we do. So utilize, don't be afraid to, like you doing too much, or like use what you have. Use social media, because let me tell you, they be looking.
Yes, they do.
That's what and this, with this whole live period being cut, like they're gonna have to be looking into some alternative ways to how they see these players, because right now it's not looking like anyone's gonna be in the gym.
I know. We don't know when that's going to happen. Even though here in Georgia, they just said on Friday they're going to open up the gym, the fitness gyms and stuff like that again. I don't know if all gyms, but they're going to open that back up Friday. But that's going to come with some restrictions too, I know. But you're right. This time right now, you just never know. Get creative. That's part of the reason why we even creating this here. But get creative. Use what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Video, photos, workouts, shooting in the backyard. Hey, push-up challenge. I don't know. Get busy, because it's important to show work ethic. It's important to show that you're busy. It's important to show that you're still active and doing things. A lot of people slowing down, but you don't need to do that. So that's great advice right there. Use the film that you have. Yep. Okay. The money said, thank you. I have a whole Instagram with film, but I will surely get on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is where it's at.
Twitter is where the college, there's a few on Instagram, but they're on Twitter because that's where they can like see like the scouting services and scouting reports that people can do, like mini write-ups and stuff. So they stay on Twitter more than Instagram. So definitely get on Twitter and boost up there too.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Great advice. I'm gonna do a little word association for you. All right, I just throw out a name or a phrase, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. You know what I mean? Kobe Bryant.
My heart. My heart. Kobe was like the first NBA player to ever get behind pass the ball before girls basketball was what it is now.
Wow.
And before like it was cool to like even cover girls basketball, or even cool for like viral videos to go. He was like the first one to get behind pass the ball, and it was like, Kobe, Kobe following, like what? It was, and it was in the early stages of us, like we wasn't where we are now. Like it was very, very genuine. Like after that day, I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, but after that day, I was like, oh, like this is a supporter. This is a guy that's genuine. Like this is a guy that wants to see girls basketball win. Period. Yeah. And ever since then, like it was just such a heartbreak when that happened, because I knew how genuine like his love for girls basketball and how much he wanted to see them win. And it was just like, a heartbreak. But dude is an angel, a one of a kind. Yeah. That's just not something that you see in NBA players. Active, retired, none of that. And so that was just, I feel like he started that wave of men supporting girls basketball, because nobody else, wasn't no NBA players, like that. It wasn't like that. So
yeah, especially at the level he was at. You're right. Yeah, and he was dedicating a lot more time energy to it. Yep.
Agreed.
Another one for you. WNBA.
uh, I love the WNBA. I love the girls. I love the women. I love the game. I'm not a fan of the branding, and I think that they need to. I'm not gonna say beef. I had an issue because they had the All-Star game like during AAU nationals, and I was like, my girls can't see this. Like, who's your audience? Who are y'all pitching to? Like, if all the girls are in the gym, like, you know. And I feel like sometimes there's a disconnect there when it comes to them marketing to like the younger crowd, and it's just like all the old heads are always like, you know, the youth, they don't watch WNBA and they'll sit here and they'll rather be on their phone and watch WNBA, but it's just like y'all not marketing to them though. Like you know, it's the WNBA with women's basketball. You gotta work just a little bit harder to grab someone's attention as opposed to the NBA, because you have all these dunks, you have all these alley-oops, you have these players that have this star power to them, as opposed to the WNBA. And so it's just kind of like, I just need them. I feel like they're making the right strides and they're making the right moves, but I just feel like there's still a disconnect between the WNBA and youth players. And even with college players, I'm not going to say who, but I asked, she's in the WNBA now, but I asked her when she was in college, and it was at USA trials. I was like, going to the WNBA, a dream of yours? Is it a goal? And she kind of was like, this is off the record, right? And I was like, yeah, like, you know, it stays here. And she was just like, no, like, I don't want to go to WNBA. They don't get paid. They don't get paid. The seasons are short, and they don't get no love. And I was like, okay, you know. And it was just kind of like, and I think that a lot of, when it comes to women's basketball, a lot of people that are empowered don't look at who they need to be the right focus, right? They're not asking the college players, the youth, they're not asking WNBA players, like, how can we fix this? They're thinking more of like, okay, well, what do we think is cool? And how do you think that we can, like, you know, what do we think is cool? And that's like tapping into the resources that you have.
Right.
How can we make this? That's how I feel about that. But I love them. Lex, who's like my right hand, like she's in WNBA. I'm always gonna support.
Yeah, it's important. It's important. We gotta support them. But I do agree with you with the branding, and some of the timing is a little off a little bit. You got you, girl?
Yeah.
Seems like it's breaking up a little bit. Okay. Like I have one more. All right, one more. Yeah, you froze a little bit. Yeah, it's spinning. Tiny. Oh, you back? You back? All right, I see you. Can you hear me? I don't hear you. I don't hear you. You can hear me? Oh man. Let me see. Okay, she's gonna come back. So she just stepped out real quick, past the ball, Vel. She's gonna come back. We got her on the line with the live lessons, April 20th. It's popping off. Shout out to everybody in there, in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's asking questions. We got Great Fit Training. Shout out to you. Ariana Riley, Kel So Smooth, I Hoop Jordan, Demani 22, the Girl the Savage, Hoops by Stan, Miss Sykes. Hey, shout out to all y'all, man. Shay Riches, professional vacationer. Yeah, shout out to you. Let me see if she back. Not yet. Oh, we see it. Looking to join. There we go. Yeah, get past the ball back on the scene. Pass the ball, Vel. All right. Any moment now. There you go. We got you, and we hear you loud and clear.
I couldn't hear you. I was like, I feel like he can't hear me either.
Yeah, it just went silent for a minute. Like I could see you, but I couldn't hear you. Weird, you know what I mean? They trying to stop it, but we rolling. I got one more word association for you. It should be a little easier. AAU.
Love it. Love it. It'll always be my favorite. It's always my favorite. It's the funnest time of the year. I love seeing like these girls go hard. Like they be in the gym hustling, they be in the gym working, they be, you know, sun up to sundown. Like I love AAU. I love the girls. I love the youth. I love, you know what I love the most? I love to see like a 7th grader or an 8th grader like hooping. I just that gets me the most excited. Like, don't get me wrong, I like my other little sisters like Deja and Angel and Myra and all that. Love to see a feisty little 7th grader. Like he has like one of the most solid programs of 7th graders, 8th graders team that's blazing. It just gets me so excited. I be on the baseline like hyping them up as I'm recording. Like they are just so nasty and just so good. And it gets me so hyped. AU is gonna forever have my heart. I will never abandon my little sisters, the youth. I love them. I love AAU. That's my jam. That is my shit.
And that's like the grassroots of it all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's what put Pass the Ball on the map. That is everything to me. I love AAU from top to bottom. Top to bottom.
And that's what try to get commercialized a little bit, but it's amateur basketball. It's amateur sports, but you know, they've got so talented, they're so skilled, but it requires so much attention. I mean, I remember last year we were at what's that place? Run of the Roses in Kentucky, man. It's just like basketball on Rush, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that's one of the, if not the largest girls basketball tournament in the world. Yeah. And see that many girl teams, that many people out there on a circuit, Nike, all kind of stuff. It's just crazy. It's bananas. It's amateur level.
It's insane. I love it though. I love it. I would a life. Not never. No matter where I'm at, what role I'm playing on basketball, I'm gonna make it to the AAU season regardless.
Yeah, it's necessary. And what group did you say had the best 7th, 8th graders?
Jason Terry. His I don't know. I can't remember the name of his team. It's the same DK that on brand. It's Drop Nation.
Drop Nation. Okay, yeah. Out of Texas. Yeah.
They are so impressed. They just no looks, the shooting the 3, the behind the back. Like, well, right, like it's crazy. And it was just so damn good. I was so impressed. I was like, this is why I'm here. Like, this is why I be in the gym.
Yeah. It's amazing. The skill level that these kids have. Oh, she froze again. No. I hear you.
No, I'm froze.
You unfroze now. You back. Now you back now. You back. You good. So how did you get involved with this? I don't know if we asked that, but how did you get involved with what you're
doing? I was in college and Marissa she had started Pass the Ball, and she was like, it's not really popping how I wanted it to pop. It's not really going, it's not where I thought it would be. And I was like, I just kind of changed my major to like PR and like and branding. Like I can see, like I'm still in college at the time. And so that's, I did my feet in it and I ended up swimming. So it's something that really grew on me. And it's just like I said, the girls are really like the motor behind everything that keeps going. And so that's how I got in Pass the Ball. I started in college and been with it ever since.
So you kind of was like the college unit of Pass the Ball, and then it just morphed into like a full-time thing for you.
I ain't mad at it.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere, and that's good. You got to have a vision, and you got to have the faith and courage to step out and do some things a lot of times before you can see it fully coming to pass. But that's beautiful. I mean, absolutely. Where would a lot of girls be if it didn't have a platform like Pass the Ball? I mean, you really got to think about that and be grateful and really
Yeah.
think and really be excited and happy that you're able to give back. Because it's a way of giving back, and you're offering a service for other people as well. But y'all do a lot of work, and that's one of the things I wanted to ask. Like, how you manage all the time, like especially when you run around. It's a lot. It's a lot of places. How do you know where to go and where to be? I know there's hot spots, but there's also little spots here and there where, like you said, you looking for that underdog. You're looking for somebody that nobody's really covering like that. How do you know how
Right.
to get there? You have people out there giving you word, giving you a buzz, or you just happen to just check the spots?
A lot of people will reach out to us, and it's almost the
Yeah.
only time I'll be like, I can't, I won't come, is if there's a conflict with something with another event. But a lot of times when people reach out, we care because that's how we find the underdog. Is how we find the teams that don't nobody know about, or the teams that are like being served. Um, that's just there's a lot of times me and Marissa used to run together a lot, and now it's just kind of like, okay, you go this way, I go this way. It's just too much demand right now. So you go do your thing. I'm gonna go to, I'll go to Atlanta, you go to Chicago, or you go to the Bay and you go to Texas. So it's just kind of we just have to spread out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. And then when you start, building your team and stuff like that as well. Like, what are some of the ways people can get involved if they want to get involved with Pass the Ball as far as volunteering or anything like that? Is there
They
some
can just
opportunity to get intern or
DM,
anything like that?
email. We read all of our I'm not gonna say all of them, but we read most of our. Check it on the regular. Marissa checks her email faithfully, so it's just kind of like just reach out. We're always happy to help people out, give them some experience, help them build their portfolio, or whatever. Like, we're always open to people wanting to like grow their craft or even just get into the world of basketball, for sure.
And with girls basketball, do you think you'll ever take it like more international? Has it been an opportunity to do that, or it's just
Yeah,
it's so much here in the States that it's just
whatever the demand is, whatever the
demand?
demand is, and I feel like being international players, you don't get a lot of love either. So it's just like, yeah, why not? And I'm even looking at going into like helping girls branding themselves and helping girls market themselves to where they can, start off the court as well. And just showing them like what that looks like and what that looks like if they were to, promote themselves or be their own managers. Um, and so, like I said, it's whatever the demand is, whatever they need. It's hard for me to say no to a hooper that's actually out there trying.
Hello. Okay. Um, Tell us about your little basketball history. Did you play in college and high school as well? Oh, we can't hear you. What's going on? We doing the audio thing again? Oh no. Pass the ball, Vel. 1-2, 1-2. I don't hear you. I just see your forehead in the corner of your ceiling. We don't hear you. We don't hear you. Who we got? Who we got? We don't hear. She left. She's gonna come back. Once again, we got pass the ball, Vel on the line. Pass the ball. One half of pass the ball. We had Marissa the week before that, and now we got Vel on the line. She's a big part of the branding coordinator, branding manager. She does a lot of editing and shooting for them as well. They just a phenomenal group. Them two, a tag team, they do some great work. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get it back in. No, not that. Yeah, what are you doing? There we go. Trying to hit the join button. There we go. Get her in. Get her in one more time. Thank you for everybody that signed on. It's live lessons.
Here we
Got
go.
Pearl back. It's all good. It's all good. This is what we got to deal with technology sometimes. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
just a printer out the window because it wouldn't connect to my phone. I'm so over technology. I sound like an old woman right now. It be giving me some trouble.
I know, man. The wireless stuff be so hard sometimes. I'll be like, man, what's going on? Just give me a wire, plug it in, and then let me see what's
Right.
good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On his IG.
G, we going live. We got folks tapping in. Ariana Riley, Fine as Wine. What up? Coach J. All what up? Coach J from Bounce Nation. What's going on? Professional vacationer. He said, Bill, you went to Sam Houston?
No, I didn't go to Sam Houston. I went to North Texas, up the street.
Get it right. She ain't going to get it right.
Marissa's a Sam Houston alumnus, so.
Oh.
Close,
but no cigar. What up, Nate Dogg? Once again, we thank you for your time, Vel. Anything else you want to add? You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say, especially during this, let's talk about this time that we in of quarantine and, COVID-19 and whatnot. What's some things you could tell people to stay positive and stay mentally strong?
Do what you need to do for you. If that's being creative and working, then cool, that's fine. If it's just relaxing and you just, reflecting on yourself and reflecting on what's next, cool, do that too. Don't put too much pressure and stress on yourself of this is what I need to be doing, or I'm not doing, or I feel like, I could be doing this. And, it's all, I think that people need to realize that yes, we are home a lot, and yes, we do have a lot of time on our hands. However, we are in the middle of a pandemic, and this is something that's, whether you know it or not, it's going to weigh on you emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So it's just kind of like, don't rush yourself to do anything, or don't put too much pressure on yourself to do anything. Live your life day by day. If that means working out 5 times a day, if that means working out 5 times a month, then that is what it is. But just be kind to yourself, be kind to your soul, be kind to your body. Do what you need to do for you, and be a support for your family. And if you need to lean on somebody, then reach out. But don't put too much pressure on yourself. Fill yourself up with good light, good spirit, good energy, and just keep going.
I can attest to that because I know Vel. She's very positive. She has a great spirit. She always making people laugh. She likes to dance and stuff like that too. So that's real cool. And it's real good when you have a person like her in the gym because they're gonna reach out to you, gonna speak to you, make you feel comfortable, give you the hospitality that you're looking for. So it's never gonna be like any kind of cold shoulder or anything like that. So that's good, yo. So when y'all get the opportunity to see, talking to my ballers, pass the ball in the gym, speak to them, reach out to them, say what's up because they real cool. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, one thing about me, I'm always gonna show love. I'm always gonna show love. Somebody I don't recognize, they come up to me and be like, hey, hey. For sure.
Yeah, they got great content out there. I was fortunate enough to work with them. A couple of them WNBA players, college players and stuff like that. So they always thinking they're creative. If y'all looking for interns, man, if y'all looking for an internship, reach out to them. They'll put you to work. You know what I mean? They got plenty of stuff for you to do. They're always traveling. They got plenty of photos, videos. That I've had. When I came down there, show me love in Texas, and we got a lot of stuff accomplished. I had so many mixes that came up out of Texas. There's people that follow me now, like, hey, that came all the way from the South, which is a great tournament and great little showcase that they put on. So I'm just so fortunate and blessed to know these type of people, especially Vel, that I can pick up the phone and can holler at them and say, hey, you just want to talk, hear your story on a live lesson. They're like, yo, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Vel, one more time. Yeah, we lost sound. Yeah, I can't hear you either. Nope. Yeah. Come back one more time. Okay. Yeah, she come back one more time. We lost sound. I don't know why that's doing that. Jelani, what's going on? Lonnie Flame. We're gonna do it one more time, then we're gonna probably bring it to an end real quick. because it's already 9:40. It's already 9:40. So I don't know if she'll come back. But if not, thank you to everybody that logged on. I know we can't hear. You can't hear me either? Wow. Thank you to everybody that logged on. Really had a great episode. We've really been doing good with the lives. Man, I really appreciate all the support and all the constant interaction with everybody. Really appreciate the love. Man, I wonder if you can hear me either. If not, I'm gonna just bring it to a close. And like I said, thank you everybody. We had Pastor Ball Vel on here. She's phenomenal. I love Pastor Ball, what they doing for girls basketball. Y'all heard it here first. We're gonna get Marissa back on too as well. I would love to do both of them, but I have to get them in the same setting at one time, so we'll work on that because they're gonna be frequent on the show. We're not gonna keep one shot deal with them. You know, they my sisters in the business for real, so they really look out. We always talking about building and doing things. Big shout for showing love for Pastor Ball, man. I appreciate you, professional wrestler. Vacation, like I said, they my sisters in the business. I rock with them for real, like, you know what I mean? So we gonna keep working. But without further ado, y'all have a great night. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be blessed. We'll be back again. I'm working hard to get this up on YouTube. But this will be on YouTube definitely by tomorrow. So y'all stay locked in, and I'll be letting y'all know who we have on tomorrow. But we're going to have another live lesson tomorrow night at 9. So, yeah, much love, peace, and y'all stay safe and be blessed.